Hi, all. Okay, so this is going to be the chapter 16 on writing and informative speech, and it's very short because at the foundation of everything we've talked about doing is kind of all about a speech that is informative and interesting. So it's just kind of a few little specific things, but you can see even in the book, the chapter's not very long. So the goals of an informative speech are to inform, explain, or describe facts, truths, or principles, make audiences interested in the topic, facilitate understanding, help audiences to remember your topic, educate audiences, and answer certain questions about the topic. So who, what, when, where, why, and how are the most common ones. Some characteristics of effective informative speaking is that it's intellectually stimulating, so it piques interest and curiosity. You may want to ask before you write your speech or give your speech, what does my audience probably not already know about this topic? It should also be relevant. Listeners will want to see why information is important to them, so it's really important to include listener relevance links. The best speech in the world isn't going to gain an audience's interest if the audience doesn't understand why it matters to them. An effective informative speech will also be creative. It might create or contain innovative ideas or insights or look at a topic in a different way. It'll involve productive thinking, so thinking about something in a different way that actually produces new content. And it may combine or recombine ideas, images, and thoughts in new ways. It is also memorable, so it'll emphasize main points and help audiences to remember key moments and ideas. Integrates multiple learning styles such as feeling, watching, thinking, and doing, and is well researched, so it uses a variety of interesting and reputable sources. Some methods of conveying information or methods of informing are description, definition, compare, contrast, narration, and demonstration. So I didn't really go into a whole lot of details on these because we did a narrative speech that involved description, so we already talked about those two. We didn't do definition, but definition is just defining something. Comparing and contrasting, you guys have been doing that the whole time, and we actually did a demonstrative speech, which is a subset of an informative speech. So I didn't feel like we needed to go into a whole lot of detail on that. So if you're writing an informative or specifically expository informative speech, which expository is providing more information about as opposed to teaching, so a demonstrative informative speech is actually the full title of the demonstrative speech we did earlier. So you're going to want to choose an interesting topic that your audience might not know much about, assess what they likely already don't know and know, do extensive research, create a goal statement and rough outline, choose an appropriate organizational pattern, write a detailed outline, and use a variety of informative methods in the body. And that's it for this one. As I said, it's really short, so I will do the 5 and 6 chapter. I'll have those up for you soon.